Alright, what is up, Clemson Nation? Guys, we got Wake Forest this week. Kind of hard to get pumped up for these guys. It's a Thursday night game. We don't have to wait all week, so, that's always a plus. And we get to have a stress-free, relaxing Saturday and watch all the other games instead of having to worry about our team. Thursday night games normally scare me. I'm not going to lie. But Wake Forest this year, they beat North Carolina at home. They barely beat Virginia, though, last week, and they are on a horrible skid. I think they only put up 100-something yards of offense last week. I don't know how they won with that kind of put up. Our defense will be able to stop Wake Forest. It might be a night game on the road, but our defense will be able to stop Wake Forest, okay? As far as the night games go, just came out that Clemson has played 3 home night games since 2007, while 17 of our games on the road have been at night. That's just unfair. Like Dabo said, people are scared to play in the Valley. It comes down to ESPN just not giving us a game, though. It doesn't come down to anybody else. As far as Wake Forest goes, they don't have their best receiver. Don't look like he'll play. He might play. I don't think he will. Caponaro, by far their biggest offensive threat. If they don't have him, they have no shot of beating Clemson. Look for Nuke Hopkins to keep it going. Taj Boyd needs to have a better game on the road. It'll be like a neutral site like it always is. Always a neutral site when we play them, because Clemson puts just as many fans in the stands as they do, in the smallest stadium in the ACC. I'll look for Ellington, just the whole offense. Meeks, we'll see if he can have another follow-up with another good game. And, Robinson, corner got hurt, and, we don't have a ton of depth there, so we'll see how these backups respond. The defense as a whole just needs to put more pressure on the quarterback. They put a good bit of pressure on Logan Thomas. They just have. That's been the main problem with this defense, is they have not been able to put pressure on the quarterback. That's what we need to do this week. Put pressure on the quarterback. We need another solid defensive performance. Wake Forest has no business scoring more than 20 points on us. If they do, that's a failed defensive performance, no matter how many points our offense puts up. Taj Boyd, like I said, really has to get back into it. I want to talk about the BCS rankings really quick. Clemson 13th and 14th respectively in the coaches and the AP poll. Yet when it comes to the BCS, we're ranked 18th. I don't know what this is based on, because it's not based on strength of schedule. If that were the case, then Georgia would not be ranked 10th. I'm just going to use this as an example. I agree with the top 5 of the BCS. Florida and Oregon, that's a toss-up. Florida's played great at home. They haven't really had a solid test on the road other than Texas A&M. And Oregon, not really a big test yet. So Florida has the better resume right now. But Oregon's a very good team. That's a toss-up. I'll go with Florida right there over Oregon. Top 5, I have no problem with. When you get to number 10 and you see Georgia at number 10, Georgia has not beat a team with a winning record. Yet they're 8 spots ahead of Clemson. I don't understand it. They got beat down by South Carolina. We haven't been beat down like that yet. Yet they're 8 spots ahead of Clemson. I know South Carolina's played a tough strength schedule, but our only good win is Georgia, who is extremely, extremely overrated. South Carolina with 2 losses, still ahead of us. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt at this point, because they do have a quality win and we don't yet. But as far as Georgia being in the top 10, something's wrong with the BCS formula. That's all I have to say about that. But I'm going to focus on Wake Forest, guys, and we should easily beat these guys. Then we get another night game next week at Duke. But that's all I got to say about this game. Not much to talk about. Clemson will get the win. Clemson will get the win, 45-13. Go Tigers.